All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to another night of Dakota Collegiate Rocket League. We got a long one here tonight, 3 series back to back to back. It's gonna be we got a lot of stuff here going through tonight, but it's been a little bit of a rush. We got Yellow Dog back on the casting desk. It's how long has it been, brother? Has it been a little bit for you? I can't remember.
It's been a little while, probably around 2 weeks, I'm guessing. It's been a little while. I think last time I casted, I was lead casting, I believe. So it's been a minute, yeah.
Well, glad you can make it back. You might be on for the second one. I'm not too sure, but we will see.
We'll see.
Yellow Dog is on like poverty moment right now. He's got like 10% on his laptop. So if at any point we don't hear Yellow Dog or don't see his cam, just know that his stuff is dying on him. So without further ado, we got a very fun series in store for the first one of the night here. Aiir Rade versus Zynrg, a Division B matchup. There's a pretty. This is one of the Titans, one of the last Titans of Division, or not of just Division B, of all of Dcrl in Aiir Rade, which we're gonna kind of take a peek at their stats here shortly. But every team pretty much has Aiir Rade on their hit list, at least in Division B. They're the one of the only undefeated teams left here in Dakota Collegiate Rocket League. Zynrg, they've been on a little bit of a roll lately, and I do think they have some. Did they win? I remember that I can't remember. I feel like they maybe reverse swept or maybe had a chance to and then failed. But I don't know. I can't remember. But nonetheless, I think Zynrg definitely has some momentum coming in to this series. So gonna go ahead now, toss it over to the stats page here, take a quick peek at some of what's going on here in Division B. Like I said, Aiir Rade 7-0. I think if they're not the only team that's undefeated left in DCRL, they're like one of 2 out of I believe 43 teams total, so or something like that. But so yeah, it's looking here crazy here tonight. Aiir Rade, like I said, 77.78% winning percentage, leading the division in goals per game, 3.37, and shooting percentage and assists. So this Aiir Rade team looks very, very deadly. And then Zynrg, they are 2-4 on the season. They have only won about 40% of their games, which actually isn't too bad. I mean, they're just under that 50% mark. So you know, they're not doing too bad themselves. They're definitely hanging with the rest of the crew here. They're not really leading the division in anything. And one thing that kind of stands out to me, and you can kind of see that trend go downward, is the low goals per game from Zynrg. Only 2.04 goals per game, which is pretty low, especially compared to some of those teams up at the top, like Aiir Rade and Honey Nut. So we're going to see Zynrg to either be saving a lot of balls or maybe try and up that average goal per game up here tonight. But gonna go ahead now, toss it into a little bit more of some individual stats in Aiir Rade, who, like we said, are 7-0. I'll let Yellow Dog kind of yap about them for a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of reds here, shooting percentage for Pendragon and assists per game for Uncle Sam. But I mean, what I'm seeing really standing out to me is all 3 of these members have over 1 goal per game. Pendragon having exactly 1 goal per game, and the Styles and Uncle Sam both having 1.2-ish goals per game, which is insane. Every member having over or at 1 goal per game definitely goes to show how well-rounded this team can be, and every member of this team can have like their pop-up games. I remember watching a series a few weeks ago. Pendragon had a pop-up game, their 3rd man. I know he's been grinding, and then I mean, just well-rounded. They got their rotations down. Going into the season, I know K2 talked about it in the draft. He didn't, know how this team even came to be, and seems like he was right in his faith in this team. They're 7-0. So I mean, I don't know. It's pretty easy to say that they're looking pretty good, but I don't think the stats even do it justice. They're doing very, very well.
Yeah, I mean, the glaze is warranted. That's for sure. I mean, they're just really popping in and having themselves a season. Uncle Sam, I think he was ranked, 19th overall in all of DCRLs. And if you aren't aware, there's 24 total players in Division A. So he was supposed to go in Division A. We had him ranked to go in Division A, and then every single Division A captain slept on this man, and that was a mistake. That really was, because yeah, I mean, we're gonna see it here tonight. Unless he has a bad night, this Uncle Sam guy definitely probably should have been up in Division A. And then obviously you can't, sleep on Styles and Penn. Like we said, they've been doing a fantastic job of supporting Uncle Sam. And like you said, they've been scoring. I mean, it's so uncommon to see a team that has every player averaging over a goal per game. So it's just absolutely unreal. Probably the only team in Dcrl that is having this dominant of a season. So we're gonna see if this next team, Zynrg, has any chance of taking them down. They are 2-4, like I mentioned earlier on the season. They are helmed by a returning member to Dcrl. Hasn't really been able to play, but he took a break from college, but he finds his return in Silk, and he chose I'm American and Aiir 402. And just to kind of put it in perspective, I mean, these stats aren't bad normally, right? 0.6. I mean, everybody's pretty equal across the board. Nobody's really at that goal per game mark, but normally if you have 3 players that are averaging the goals that this team is averaging, they'd have a pretty good season. But when, if you take a look back at this Air Raid stat line, there's just not much you can do against something like this. So Zynrg, like I said, they're having themselves an okay season. I think they found a couple wins here later in the season. They still have 2 more games left to play of the regular season, which is something that I didn't really comment on, Yellow Dog. It's technically week 8, which is the last week of the regular season. This season has went by just like that, with the snap of a finger. And it's getting close to crunch time here for a lot of these teams as we move into playoffs. And if you aren't aware, every team does make playoffs, so pretty much the only thing that regular season decides is the seeding going into playoffs. And then once we get into playoffs, it is if you win 2 series, you're basically punch your ticket to the LAN event, which everybody really wants to do. That's kind of the crown achievement here in Dcrl, is making it to LAN. So Zynrg gonna look to try and bump up their seeding a little bit as the regular season does close. But yeah, nothing else stands out too much. I mean, I see I'm American here with a 34% shooting percentage, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, this Zynrg team is gonna need, I don't want to say a miracle, but really no team has really came close to taking down this Air Raid team, and Zynrg, they're gonna need a miracle to make it happen here, Yellow Dog.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. Just a quick note on this and touch on it. You mentioned Zynrg has got some momentum going in here, and they've looked pretty good recently. And also, none of these guys were in Division B last season. Silk wasn't playing last semester. American was Division C, and Aiir made it all the way from Div D up to Div B. So, I mean, all these guys are. I'm not sure where Silk was before. I'm sure he was in Division B, or around here.
Yeah, no,
But yeah, none of these guys were in Division B.
Yeah, by technicality, I think Silk, if he had played, definitely would have been, right, or maybe even Division A at some points during the history of Dcrl. But like you said, that's an interesting stat. So, couple of I don't know if you want to call them journeymen Dcrl members here in American and Aiir, working their way up through different divisions and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see that they're actually finding some success now in the latter half of the season. But it looks like we got a lot of the boys ready. I know we were waiting on Aiir to finish taking a tinkle, I think. So I think he's back now. But Yellow Dog, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you what your predictions are going to be for this matchup.
I mean, it's really hard. I do think the Zynrg team, I mean, they do have a 2-4 record, so they're definitely very much so an underdog, and I think they can do very well against this team in specific, but I'm going to have to go, I mean, with the Goliath here and Air Raid. I mean, I think they'll get a game off them. I think Zynrg is going to take a game, but I think Air Raid is just going to have way too much pressure for this team.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to argue against this Air Raid stats. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be real with you. I would love to come out here and predict Air Raid right now, because I don't really think any team has a chance, but I gotta stick to my guns. I always go against the caster in my predictions, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and go for Zynrg here. I think the only thing that kind of gives me a little bit of hope going into this one is the fact that they have the momentum. They're I knew that they would be a later season team, and just kind of get better as they get chemistry and stuff like that. So I think this kind of sounds bad and maybe even mean, but I think the only hope is the fact that they have some momentum. They might be in the good mental. And the one thing, if Zynrg can win game 1 and maybe even game 2, they are a heavy momentum based team. Once the vibes are good and once I'm American sitting there flexing and screaming on cams, this team is hard to beat. It's going to be hard to beat. So I'm going to be looking for Zynrg to kind of win a first couple games. I'm going to say Zynrg take this in 4 games, so 3-1. But for those of you in the chat, the predictions will be up for just a little bit longer. So if you guys do want to get a piece of that, these will be active for a little bit. I'm going to try and get this thing going here. It looks like we got everybody in. Make sure I got everything in line. All right, let's get this show on the road. We're a little bit late, but also one thing we didn't really mention is the fact that it's election day. We don't know if we really had an election day stream before, which is kind of fun, but I unfortunately didn't even get a chance to vote. I'm gonna be real, so.
You told me you're gonna go vote. What happened to that?
Dude, the line was too long. The line was too long.
Oh,
oops.
Love this guy.
But anyways,
oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting the show on the road here. The Zynrg versus Aiir Rade, getting off to a quick start here. Does Zynrg have any chance of taking down this undefeated Titan of Aiir Rade? We are going to find out shortly, and we're getting straight into it.
Yeah, a bit of a 2016 Warriors versus Cavs situation here. Aiir Rade, 73-9 on the season, just looking unreal. Oh goodness, Kier already 29 seconds into game 1, putting one on the goal on the scoreboard for this Zynrg team.
And again, I kind of mentioned it, and this is kind of gonna be, I need a close predictions actually now that I'm here, I think if Zynrg can get the ball rolling and start their momentum early here, especially in try and take this game 1, they're gonna be looking good. They're gonna be looking good. Zynrg just needs momentum to get going, and this fast-paced start is a great look for them as Kier almost finds his second.
So maybe finding a second for the team, and he does, shooting it off the sidewall here, and another early goal for this Zynrg team.
Just beautiful stuff there. I mean, it was a great shot by Kier about 5 seconds earlier. Phil comes flying in. Perfect placement on the left side of that goal. And Zynrg off to a great start here. Up 2-0 now, 4:11 left here in game 1. The great kickoff. Uncle Sam, who's he's been dominant, gets the flip reset, almost beats out Silk on the back end. And yeah, we're gonna be saying Uncle Sam's name a lot here tonight. He is a very dominant player, just controls every aspect of this pitch, and looking like he's on here tonight.
Yeah, he's hit a couple. I know I was watching a series a few weeks ago, and he had a flip reset and a ceiling pinch. This one could be open for Kier if he gets it fast enough. Styles gets back on time to save it and not go down 3-0. This one also might be in for American on the side wall. Not quite though. Getting pinched back towards the mid. This is so dangerous for this team. Styles trying to take this one up the field. American shuts that one down early. Uncle Sam gets that mid though. Gets it past Kier up to this the corner here. Styles tries to get one out mid for Pendragon. Can he get it? Not quite. Does not have the height.
Yep, this ball's in the midfield now. Looks like this game is starting to slow down a little bit. And Kier's maybe gonna try and get this ball midfield. Kier has been looking absolutely fantastic here tonight so far, bringing the pressure. Silk looking for maybe some disruption, maybe bump Styles out of position a little bit, but Uncle Sam's able to find a great clear. Pent goes up, beats out Kier. Silk's gonna be the last man back. Not a lot of boost in the tank here. Styles able to pop it around him. I'm American as the last man back. It's a great 50. Oh, Kier goes missing on that one. Looking a little bit awkward here. Silk has a little bit of time though. Gonna pop this up in the midfield. Uncle Sam looking like he might take his time. Gets a great pop. Kier not able to find the bump. Uncle Sam's up in the air here, but a great challenge by I'm American dismisses that pressure.
Kier could have another shot here. Pendragon gets back just in time. This one, American ends up side flipping and misses the ball. Silk on no boost, trying to get it clear to the sidewall here. Kier is going to try to follow up off the sidewall. Does not have the read, but he ends up beating out Styles, who had no boost. Uncle Sam trying to control this one in the corner. He gets a beat over 1, and around 2, American. I believe it's Kier last back. Gets a nice pinch. Is anyone up for this? Pendragon going for the shot. Hits it to the corner though. Styles trying to take that shot off the corner. Does not quite have it. just kind of fumbling around in this midfield here, Whirl.
Yeah, again, this game has slowed down. We saw 2 goals, what, in the first 50 seconds. And so far, these teams have kind of just slowed down. There's been a couple great chances, but both teams kind of locking down on defense here, as Zynrg able to find a great clear out. And I've already noticed Pen getting looking like a little bit out of position a couple times, kind of getting beat and leading to some dangerous chances. Maybe looking a little bit could be problematic as we go into the latter half of this series, especially when the third man of Aiir is playing like he is. That's a great pass to American, almost finds a double up off the backboard. Uncle Sam pops it up, and looks like Silk was just playing a little bit slow as third man there. Silk's gonna pop this up. Uncle Sam actually hits it right back into him. Double commit does come out. Could be dangerous though. Nobody's on the back wall waiting for Zynrg, but a minute left to go here. Zynrg just now needs to hold on for the ride before they take game 1.
Yeah, they've been doing pretty well at keeping this ball under control, having a lot of pressure. I mean, you've heard a lot of times the best defense is a good offense, and they're proving why that is a saying. You know, if the ball's not on your half, there's not really much of a threat. If it going in your own goal. American putting this one on the back wall yet again. Uncle Sam gets a nice touch and almost a beat around 1. Aiir puts a shot on net, but a nice save by Styles up to Uncle Sam, trying to get a pass out. Maybe it's a straight up shot. Well, that's an easy save for Silk. Pendragon trying to take control. I thought that one went in. They only went off the post. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man, this Air Raid team just isn't looking as dominant as they have in the past. Uncle Sam with a great opportunity. And I think there was a man running disruption as well. Not able to do it. That was a S tier chance there for Air Raid, and just well defensively played there from Zynrg. 10 seconds to go. Air Raid needs something to happen here. Puts a shot on net. A huge redirect by Styles and Pen. And a little bit of pinball action on the goal line. Brings this game within 1, and things just got interesting. 6 seconds to go. Can Air Raid get a kickoff goal?
You know, if I'm running for the momentum, they do have 6 seconds here. You know, if this one goes off the side wall, they do have a good chance. Uncle Sam cheating to the right wall there. Might have a good chance. Aiir gonna try to control it. Hits this one. It's 0 seconds. They need to keep it up now. Uncle Sam on the sidewall in the corner. He gets challenged by American. Has the flip. Gets off the back wall. Another touch. And this one goes out to the corner and it hits the ground. Almost had it at 0 seconds there, Burrow.
Oh my goodness. That was close. Air Raid almost do something insane there, but Zynrg hold on for the ride there and take game number 1. Pretty, I wouldn't say dominant. It was back and forth pretty much the whole time, and thankfully, due to a pretty slow start there from Air Raid, Zynrg able to find a couple early. And how about Silk there with 522 points, doing it on all sides of the ball, a goal, an assist, and 4 saves. Looks like Silk, I didn't say his name too much, but looks like he was kind of the unsung hero there, doing a lot of the work here for this Zynrg team.
Something funny I'm noticing here is Air Raid has 9 total shots. Uncle Sam and Styles are the only 2 people who have shots, but the only person that has a goal is Pendragon. So I don't know if I've ever seen that before, where the only person without a shot has the only goal. I mean, that little pinball shot you mentioned at the end there.
That's actually pretty funny.
Such an odd stat. It's like a origami almost type of stat.
Yeah, it is. It really is. That's funny. That's funny.
It's insane.
Anyways, yeah. So game 1. I mean, like I said, Zynrg, I think they needed that game 1 win if they wanted any chance of taking the series, and they do it. But I think Air Raid kind of had the momentum towards the latter half of that game. Zynrg need to come out strong here and not let Air Raid just kind of start walking over them, because if you let Air Raid heat up, it's going to be pretty much over. But game 2 getting underway here between Air Raid and Zynrg.
Silk with a great demo. I know he had a big bump on that first goal for them in the last game, and a great demo there to save a goal. Like you mentioned earlier, the unsung hero, maybe stuff that's not showing up on the stat sheet or big flashy goals, but he's definitely putting in the work for this team. Almost finds another goal for his team. I'm American trying to find this one to the corner, get a pinch. He gets a bump though. Aiir to the back, while Uncle Sam is all over that. Silk trying to put this one up mid is dangerous, but no one is there. Pendragon off the back wall. I'm American is there to stop that before it even starts. Styles yet again just kind of hitting it back and forth. Pendragon with a nice touch out mid though. Styles up for this one. Could not find the double tap. Both go missing on the back wall. So does Aiir. Uncle Sam with an open shot opportunity takes his time. Puts it top corner. Uncle Sam puts Air Raid on the board.
Yeah, you definitely want that one back. You can't be letting a 7-0 team, you can't be giving them that space, right? Couple of double commits on the goal line. Here needed a touch to the corner, couldn't find it. And Uncle Sam with a beautiful flick in the top left corner there. Aiir Rade find themselves in the lead for the first time. And I don't feel like it'll be the last either. So, huge stuff. Oh, that ball's cleared downfield. No. Styles able to get back, but Silk reads it. The Dookie comes out for Silk, and he ties the game up 1-1.
Yeah, crystal clear Dookie. I mean, definition of a Dookie. Silk on no boost. New Styles could barely get a touch on that after the dunk from their own corner, and it's just rolling in. Silk with a beautiful read. Time this game up with, you know, still 4 minutes left, so a lot of game to play. But definitely good for this Zynrg team to recollect.
Really, there's a big clear there from Uncle Sam. Penn is downfield as well. Uncle Sam trying to get a read, almost finds the read, and Styles just commits heavily there. And man, I thought someone was gonna piece of that ball, but nobody gets a piece of it from Zynrg. And Styles finds the pure aggression works out, and Aiir Rade go up by 1.
Yeah, Kier had pocket aces there, but you know, as soon as Styles came up, you know, 2-7 offsuit. Styles calls his bluff and just goes for the shot. Kier maybe not expecting Styles to go for it, so it didn't make an immediate touch. But great job by Styles. Just go for it. You know, sometimes all you need to do, just go for it, put it on net, do something they're not expecting.
Especially in threes. I mean, a lot of times you have somebody back. If you know that you have a teammate back, a second or third man, I mean, there's really no reason to not be aggressive. I think that's kind of a trap that a lot of teams fall into. And so just a great sign there from Styles, realizing he has a man back and just being able to shoot up. And there he is again. The aggression comes out, catching Zynrg lacking on the goal line. I'm not too sure who that was. Looks like it was American. Just a little bit awkward, not able to get up early enough. And Styles finding his second of the game. Aiir Rade looks like they might be starting to heat up your Yellow Dog.
Yeah, I mean, Aiir Rade just looks like they're playing at a completely different pace than this Zynrg team. Zynrg almost look like they're playing like 75% speed in slow-mo. Just getting beat out to every single ball, and it's just leading to a lot of goals. Pendragon with a poor touch on mid. Styles tries to find the save. This one's bouncing on the goal line, and they get the save. This is going to be open too if Uncle Sam can get to it with no boost. I don't know if he can. American with the save, though. Styles shooting on net, and Tier with the save.
That was a fun sequence of events there. I'm American had a chance to get a dunk on goal there, and ends up going missing as everybody scrambles back, like Tom and Jerry style. But it was a fun sequence of events. Nothing comes from it though. The game is still 3-1 here. About half this game, 2 left. All does pop up high. I'm American trying to get in midfield, not able to do so. Penn looking a little bit awkward here with Uncle Sam. Silk's gonna come in racing, getting the spot midfield. Double commit comes out, but it's actually gonna work out as ball does go to safety though. I'm American gonna try and get this ball midfield again. Finds a bump on 1, but no aggression there from Kier as Silk looks to settle this.
This one's up, dangerous, but nice touch out to the corner from Silk and Kier together. Kier tries to take control, gets a pinch with I'm American. Silk going up for that. But ends up missing. Uncle Sam gets a nice touch. Could he find a second one? He does find the 50 out to the corner, trying to find yet another touch for his team. Gets a weird little pinch on the back wall. Silk there to recover for his team. American trying to find this one out to the midfield. Gets one for Silk, but Penn shuts it down early. Uncle Sam up for this one. Maybe find the flip reset. Not quite though. Here taking this one out, but gets bumped off the ball. Styles with the threatening opportunity to try to put it on net, but not quite.
Yeah, no, it's definitely close. Zynrg. They're gonna need to step up the aggression here. That's a great demo from I'm American. Still trying to get it midfield. I'm American notices the demo. Had maybe a shot on net. Nothing's gonna become from it. And man, that was a great chance there. Looking a little bit awkward here again. Zynrg are starting to lay on the pressure. It's kind of an unfortunate miss there from Kier. They need to keep up this pressure. And Silk with low boost gonna keep this ball in the midfield. I'm American running disruption here on Uncle Sam. Kier's gonna go up for it. 50 does come out though. Silk still with 0 boost here, not able to beat Penn. That's a great beat by Penn. He's trying to get a read midfield. Styles is there, but cheated up a little bit too hard. This ball's gonna go back towards his orange side.
Yeah, only 35 seconds left. They need to make something happen pretty soon here. American trying to do that himself to the corner, but shut down early. Uncle Sam gonna follow this one up. Goes for the bump actually, but American is back just in time, recognizing the bump. 20 seconds left. They need to even soon. Kier trying to put a shot on. but Styles is there for the save, and he's gonna just waste time here, take it up the sidewall. It's a beat over 1, maybe trying to find a second touch, and 10 seconds left. This one's pretty much wrapped up here, Whirl.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty much impossible now, especially with Air Raid just putting on this pressure. And like we commented on earlier, this Air Raid team just looks like they're playing at a different speed now. Game 1 might have just been a little bit of a warm-up, feeling out the Zynrg team, but now it was all Air Raid here in this game. Seemed like they kind of control the pitch, control the speed of the play, and pretty easily won this game number 2. I could feel the momentum starting to sway in their favor towards the end of that game 1, and looks like I was right here going into game 2. Air Raid take it 3-1.
Yeah, and yet again, between Styles and Uncle Sam, both of them combining for 9 shots yet again. But the big difference maker is they made 3 of them and not 0 of them. So, you know, which definitely helped them in their win. What also helped was that little goal line play that was just so awkward. And they got pinched out. It's just like a couple uncles racing down the pitch. One of them pulled a hammy. They couldn't quite find the 4th goal there. But both players on 0 boost. That was so funny to watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good call. Good call. But actually, something I did want to mention. I counted during that game. So that loss that Air Raid just took in game number 1 to Zynrg was their 7th game loss of the entire season. 7.
Wow.
So they had only lost
really?
6. They had only lost 6 individual games coming into this series, and so that loss to Zynrg was their 7th. So a little bit of a rare loss there for Air Raid. But I think we're starting to see their momentum pick up here. Zynrg need to bring the heat here. They need to match the speed that Air Raid is playing at, because currently Air Raid is just running the field.
Yeah, that last game was absolute dominance from this Air Raid team. I mean, that's the Air Raid I've come to know, and why I predicted them to win this series pretty handily, not quite a sweep. Because I know this Zynrg team can definitely hang. They have those games where they just show up and show out, like they did in game 1. It's just I haven't seen them do it all that consistently. So that's what I would like to see them do. Not to call anyone out, but there's a couple times where they just looked really slow on the backline. Yet again, just I was saying that. It's a little bit slow on the backline on defense. Kier super awkward, gets the BBL touch. Uncle Sam almost putting it himself in Styles with great positioning. Put that one in.
Yeah, that's actually like the 2nd or 3rd time I've seen Kier just go full tomato mode here, just kind of putting that thing in reverse, and seems like he kind of puts himself in those situations a lot and kind of ends up in some unfavorable shots. But I'm American with an insane slot from that orange corner. You can see him in the cams. He's one of the most animated players in all of Dcrl, and that's an absolute slot from the kid.
Holy cow! I was trying to grab my phone real quick so I could look some Twitch chat here. I come back, and American with the goal, even off the crossbar, is 63 miles per hour. For those of you who use freedom units, Stylus can't quite find that one off the sidewall. Silk trying to put this one on target. Pen doesn't do as much as he would like with that ball. Trying to find another touch, and he does with the pre-flip off the backboard. No boost. Uncle Sam with about 30 in the tank. What can he do? He gets a flick over 1. American with a nice touch. Pen probably could have won for that, but he opted not to. A double commit coming out of Air Raid. Uncle Sam trying to find this one straight on, and it is. But Silk there to make the save.
Looked a little bit scary there. You can see Kier wanted to go for that. Maybe Silk called him off though, but I was hoping that just wouldn't be a free goal, because that would have been real awkward. But fortunately, they do make the save, and Zynrg trying to get this thing offensive boat started here. Nothing able to do so. Kier needs to scramble back, makes a decent backward touch, but Uncle Sam's reading it all the way. Almost gets a read on Silk. Kier maybe needs another one to find the back of the net, but Penn able to get a great 50. Silk maybe gonna go here for a shot, rings it off the crossbar, and a great chance there from Zynrg, but not able to capitalize.
Tied up with 3 minutes left here. It's looking good from both teams so far. Not too many mistakes. Silk trying to find this one on. Uncle Sam coming from behind him. Styles with a great clear on low boost out towards this blue half. And he finds yet another touch with boost somehow. I don't know how he got back to that while grabbing a boost. But Uncle Sam trying to find the top corner yet again. Not quite. Styles also on the sidewall, finding it off the back wall. Silk is there to touch it out, and he might find another toucher, but Pendragon is up for that one. Silk also can't find that one yet again. Kier taking this one upfield could be dangerous. Gets a nice 50. Pendragon's up for this one early. Silk onto the backboard. Uncle Sam gets a nice clear over the pen.
Aiir needs to make a touch here to the corner. Does so safely, but Styles trying to get this ball midfield. Demo does come out, but I'm American makes a much needed touch here. Maybe the net's open for a split second there. If I'm American makes a little bit harder of a touch, could have been a goal. Game is tied up 1-1 though, 2:15 left. That's a great touch from Aiir, but Styles with 0 boost makes a diving save. Able to keep the ball out of his own net. Looks like American trying to find the ball midfield, does so, but there's a lack of a second man there, but that's a great pop off the backboard. Uncle Sam does come in though. Makes a great 50, maybe a pass midfield to I'm American, but cut short by that air raid defense. Both of these teams playing pretty well right now. It's kind of going back and forth. Both teams having great chances. This could be one here for Styles if he can get the read. Not able to do so. It's an awkward bounce. And it would have been a great opportunity there for air raid, but no capitalization.
Absolute brutal bounce off the waterfall. Styles with another opportunity here in the midfield pass from Sam. Another brutal bounce going straight up. Pendragon would have had it, but Silk with a nice demo. American with a decent challenge, pops it straight up. Uncle Sam with a nice beat though. Pendragon go for this one, maybe a shot opportunity. Silk there yet again on the back line to save that one while nobody else is back. Pendragon going up for this one. American gets a nice touch. Silk gets another nice touch out towards the goal. Styles hits it out to Uncle Sam. He's gonna take this one up the midfield. I'm American with a little pop out touch. Uncle Sam just in the worst spot possible. It's just so awkward. He couldn't have been in a worse spot. It felt like such a good spot. He just could not get to it.
Yeah, there's every once in a while there's a spot like that happens in Rocket League where you're just so close to the ball, but you just really can't make a touch. One of those situations happens there as Uncle Sam trying to get one goal. Maybe a pass to I'm American who puts it on net, but a great save by Styles. Maybe a follow-up from Silk. Gets cut short by Styles, and that's a great defensive showing there from Air Raid on a great opportunity for Zynrg. Looks like Aiir is keeping up this aggression, which is what you like to see. But Pen maybe has another chance. Fakes out Silk. One to beat here. Flicks it up high. Uncle Sam's there. Almost gets a double tap. Styles comes flying in. And a huge defensive showing from Zynrg as this ball going back the other way. But man, that was a great chance. Pen maybe can he get one more? Cannot do so. Ball goes up off the corner. Styles trying to find a shot. Silk looking awkward. And man, oh man, 10 seconds to go. Both of these teams just giving it their all right now. As Silk pops the ball midfield. Styles actually has a free pop. I'm American. Gonna need to make a touch here, but that's a huge clear from Aiir, and Zynrg survive an onslaught of pressure from Air Raid as we go into overtime here in game 3.
Yeah, it's kind of opposite of what you usually say as a caster. Usually you say that a team with more pressure you are saying are gonna win, but I honestly feel like Zynrg have a good chance here. I kind of like the opportunities they've been giving, and they're clamping down. But if they keep up this pressure, there's just no chance Air Raid is not going to win this game. But I do have faith in this Zynrg team to come back and get some pressure going on here.
I don't want to caster curse it, but I think Zynrg needs this game in order to win the series right now. If they can take this game, they should have the momentum going into game 4. That's a great start by Silk. Some good mechs coming out. It's a great 50 as well. Maybe going to try and find a bump. Not able to do so as Styles puts this into his own corner. Pen running some disruption here. Styles able to get it up, but American makes a little bit of an awkward touch, but he was able to get this over to his own corner. The shot from Uncle Sam, but Silk pops it up high. Styles gonna try and read this. Gets a great first touch. Maybe has another for Uncle Sam, but shut down by I'm American. But the pressure is not over yet. Pen with a great first touch here. Gets a good 50 on Aiir, but Aiir should be able to get another one here. Looks like Zynrg might be trying to find this ball out of their own half, and looking a little bit awkward as Aiir finally gets a good 50 in this ball. Oh, I thought it was gonna maybe be a chance, but man, Air Raid has just been putting on the pressure here, and looks like there's no signs of them slowing down.
Midfield presence is absolutely insane. Styles trying to find this pass, beats out his own teammate Pendragon. Uncle Sam off the backboard to Pen. He's gonna leave it for Uncle Sam, but a nice clear by American. Styles left on defense, gets a nice clear up for his teammate Uncle Sam. Can he find the redirect? Not quite. This one's going off the corner. Pendragon trying to find the shot, and one goes missing. I'm American there for the save. They've been clamping down with these last second saves. Styles trying to find this one up towards the mid, gets a nice first touch, gets bumped off it though here with infinite time and space. It's not quite the touch he wanted. Pendragon gets demoed for his efforts. This one's finally going on to the orange half here, Warren.
Maybe just short-lived though. That's a good follow-up though from Aiir. I was just about to say there's a lot of clears that come out from the Zynrg team on defense, but there's just no follow-up. It's just giving away possession, and we kind of will see it there again from I'm American. We're gonna need to see a good follow-up here. Fake comes out. Styles the last man back. Gets demoed in the process. And oh, that's a great touch from, I believe that was Uncle Sam. could be mistaken, maybe a Styles, but dangerous ball here for Pen.
Ooh.
Nobody's back. Pen finds an opening on a great 50 from Uncle Sam, and Air Raid take game 3 in overtime.
So no boost, just army crawling back to net, just no speed, had to turn around, no boost, no nothing. Just sitting there, just one leg broken, trying to get back to net, and Pen with a full tank of boost ends up getting that one. That's a huge win for this team. It's such a long overtime in this game 3, which, I mean, in a best of 5, it's pretty easy to say that game 3 is the most important. I mean, if it's a sweep, obviously, it's not all that important. But in a close series, game 3 is always, you know, the most important one. And they end up taking it a long overtime as well.
Yeah, no, I was gonna comment on that. Dare I say that game 3 might be the most important game of a series? Because, I mean, either it's the sweep game, right? So if you win game 3 in a sweep, it's important. In a series like this where it's tied up 1-1, game 3, I mean, it's a lot of times, you know, it's going to be the match that progresses you to match point, and Air Raid do take it here. What a fantastic game 3, though. I think Zynrg definitely had the chance and had multiple good opportunities, but Air Raid just brought in the pressure there during overtime, and I think the ball spent probably about 80% of the time in the Zynrg half, and yeah, there's just not much. You can only hang on for so long, so well played from Air Raid there as they do progress to match point here. Zynrg gonna need to win 2 in a row to take this series, which is not looking likely here as we go into game 4.
Yeah, I mean, not to cast a curse it, but if Air Raid does win this game, I would have gotten my team and game series score correct. So obviously, I'm hoping for that prediction for them to win. But I would also love to see a game 5. Obviously, as a caster and as a viewer, game 5 is always fun. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think this Zynrg team can hang with this Air Raid team. They've been doing well so far. Just they kind of let pressure build and build and build. And it's really hard to do anything when you're stuck on your backline with no boost for the majority of the game.
It really is. It's you know, from a high level POV, it looks like Zynrg, they can't really match the pressure that Air Raid's bringing, but a lot of the times it comes down to the smaller things, or maybe not technically small, but to the more technical side of things, such as boost preservation, boost grab, stuff like that. I mean, if you don't have any boost in the tank, it's impossible to bring the pressure that Air Raid's bringing to the table right now. So a lot of times it just kind of comes to something, you know, some of the smaller technical things. But game 4 underway, still scoreless through a minute. Looks like Zynrg has had some pressure so far. I'm American going up for an air dribble here, maybe finding a pass to Silk, but shut down by Uncle Sam. Pretty easily handled there. The 50 comes out from Kier off the sidewall there. Silk looking for a shot, but gets shut down there by Styles. In the midfield now, Uncle Sam able to find a popper on I'm American, beats around Kier too. Maybe would have been a good pass, but ball sent a little bit too wide.
Yeah, and just a warning, I am getting pretty low here on battery, so if I just randomly stop talking, I'll join back on the PlayStation, but it might be a little bit rough. So just a warning, I'm getting pretty low on battery here. But yeah, as you mentioned, still scoreless, a minute and a half into this game. He's trying to find this one out mid. American with a good clear out. Here can't find the touch. Pendragon gets it, beat around him, but not quite the touch mid. But Silk does it for him. I'm American with a nice little pass out to Silk. Silk with a good opportunity. Uncle Sam with no boost. This is a much needed touch on 0 boost yet again. He gets a nice flick. No boost warrior. I'm American. Find this one to the sidewall. Pendragon's last on defense. A good little half flip to recover there, but straight to Silk, and Silk just shoots the open net off of Pendragon's, you know, dare I say, poor touch.
Yeah, no, it was Pendragon. I think he sensed the pressure there from I'm American, and I don't think really anybody was expecting that challenge from Silk there. He finds the back of the net. Zynrg back in the lead for the first time in since game 1. Maybe a good sign here. 3 minutes left though. A lot of Rocket League to be played, especially against such a dominant team of Air Raid. That's an unfortunate miss there from Silk, but should buy some time. I'm American maybe has a shot midfield. Oh, maybe with a little bit of unfortunate touch there. Just passes it straight to the goalkeeper. Now Styles looking to find this ball out of the midfield, and Air Raid have done such a good job of having midfield pressure. That's a great first touch from Kier, but the backward defense from Uncle Sam is fantastic. And that's actually kind of something that I've noticed too in this series, is that Air Raid, they've had pretty good backward presence, whereas Zynrg, I feel like, has kind of let Air Raid walk over their backward a little bit. And if you let a team do that, it's never going to end real well.
Definitely Uncle Sam almost shooting out his own net. Styles does anyways. Oh, Oh, what a passing play coming up from this Aiir team. Unstoppable. This Styles and Uncle Sam duo. They just put it in the net, doesn't matter which one.
Yeah, I think Uncle Sam was... I don't exactly know the thought process, if I'm being real. It looked like maybe he was trying to pass back to Styles. I don't think Styles was expecting that at all, but Zynrg in the lead by 2 now. Pretty similar to game number 1 now. Aiir Rade have a 2-goal deficit to work back from now. Styles not able to find the touch. 2 people go missing. Uncle Sam is the last man back. Again, nobody on the backboard for Zynrg, but Styles not able to make the read. Not able to capitalize. And yeah, Zynrg looks like they have a little bit of life here in game 4, trying to force the match point. That's a good flick from Uncle Sam, but I'm American able to make a save. Maybe a double attempt from Penn, not able to reach it. Styles there for a follow-up, but hand gets put up from Zynrg. This not over yet. Nobody from Zynrg able to clear this ball out as Penn's getting absolutely abused. Uncle Sam gets caught in the crossfire, and Zynrg now just need to hold on for another minute.
Oh, Pendragon got bumped 3 times in a row with the triple tap. Uncle Sam can't quite find the shot. Styles either gets bumped or goes missing. I couldn't tell. This one's out mid for Silk if he can get it, and he does. Pendragon maybe not seeing Silk. I'm not sure what happened. He definitely could have had a touch there. I'm sure he probably just did not see Silk in the midfield here. Maybe he, never mind. He couldn't. He full boosted. I lied.
Yeah, I think he just kind of got caught back on his heels a little bit. I don't think he really saw Kier.
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he really saw Kier on the sidewall there, and that's just a great play from Zynrg. Now up by 3, making this a little bit harder for Aiir Rade.
American trying to make it 4. Penn finds the goal line save off the sidewall, trying to find a goal of his own. Goes missing under the ball, though. There goes all the pressure they could have had. Styles needs to make a touch here. He does to the sidewall. It's a little bit tough. He's going to need to make a second touch, and he does. Pendragon can turn on this, but no boost. Kier beats him to it yet again. And Pendragon with boost leaves it for Uncle Sam. Good decision by him, and he ends up going upfield. Gets a 50 on American. Goes for the bump, and he gets it. Uncle Sam going for the follow. He gets a nice little flick play, and he finds another top corner off the defender. And they're only down 2 with 40 seconds left. 4 seconds left to go here, bro.
Yeah, no, just a great play by Uncle Sam. Just kind of doing it all himself there. I think there might have been a demo from one of the members of Aiir Rade that also helped set that play up, but just, you know, great skill there from Uncle Sam. You can see actually a Spanish does come out the kickoff. Nothing's going to end up happening, though. Silk going to go up off the backboard. Maybe finds a double. Oh, so close for Silk. Almost gets his clip attempts there. 22 seconds. Aiir Rade gonna need one here. Oh, it's a great save from American Styles. Maybe gonna find a shot, but oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I'm American. An absolute brick wall. Saving multiple shot attempts here. And I think with that, I think we might see a game 5 here, ladies and gentlemen. What a showing. Oh, yeah.
For the road.
But man, I just can't get over how crazy of a series of events that was, especially from I'm American. Just a brick wall in the net.
Wow. Yeah, some late game, you know, you just mentioned it, some late game heroics there from I'm American. I mean, even if they did score, they still would have been down 1, but they at least would have had a chance for that last goal to tie it up, to send it over to OT. Yet again, Silk leading this team, going 2 for 5 shooting and with a save of his own. You know, pretty well rounded from this team in general, especially, you know, late in that game from I'm American. Finds the bottom of the leaderboard, but, you know, definitely played his part in that win.
Yeah, for sure. I'm kind of just looking at some of the stat sheets right now, and I'm pretty sure this is... So in week 1, it was Honeynut, who is one of the 2nd Division B Titan, who brought Aiir Rade to a game 5. Aiir Rade technically, or did end up winning that series in week number 1. So that was the... I think that might have been the only time that Aiir Rade has been brought to a game 5. If I'm not mistaken. So actually no, they actually got brought to a game 5 with Juicer Alert as well. So technically I don't know, so it's pretty much just a couple teams that have really given Aiir Rade many of their losses here in the regular season, and Zynrg gonna be another one to add to that tally. But the only thing that nobody has been able to do yet has been able to take a series against this Aiir Rade team. Zynrg is now only 1 game away here on this game 5 match point situation. Zynrg need a game win here. So many people have this Aiir Rade team as a target, and Zynrg have a chance to take them down here.
You mentioned the teams that have taken them to game 5. That sorry, that week 1 Honeynut. And then I think it's the play, no,
the
not the
ASAP
playing
game,
but
or whatever you want
play
to call it.
ASAP game. Yep. ASAP, no, Rocky against Juicer Alert. And their captain, if you guys are familiar, their captain Alex was playing on average 300 ping, and they still took them to game 5. So shout out to Juicer Alert. So this team is definitely like beatable. If a team can take the game 5 with their captain barely being able to see where the ball is, and they're not, unbeatable. These guys are still, human. These guys aren't pros. So by all means, this Zynrg team can most definitely take this game 5.
For sure, and I'm actually really liking what I'm seeing from Zynrg so far. I saw a demo attempt, or actually it was a good attempt from Aiir, gets a great demo, and then goes and steals the boost. That's exactly what needs to happen, but Pen almost finds a crazy goal there to get things started here in game 5. And this is where nerves start to kick in for both of these teams. That's a great bump from Aiir, and I'm American there for the put away. A great shot, a great bump from Aiir. And man, oh man, Zynrg strike first here in game 5.
His Zynrg team all smiles in the cam. They're hyped up. And quite the opposite for this Air Raid team. Not any. I mean, obviously this got scored on, but no smiles in the cam. The vibes are a super underrated part. Pen finds the double off the backboard from this Zynrg team to tie this one up for this Air Raid team.
Huge shot there from Pen. I'm American, not able to find the touch, and the double from the third man of Pen comes through, and Air Raid strike back, and this is exactly why they are 7-0. When you got a third man that's coming out here and hitting double taps, it's going to be hard to take them down. Another pass comes out from Air Raid, and man, both these teams looks like they're going to be throwing haymakers here in game 5.
Almost another shot here from Styles going in. Just barely bounces off the post. Aiir with yet another sidewall miss. He just kind of has that like once per game where he just has like a random miss, and he's kind of hoping and pray that you don't get scored on because of it. And thankfully they didn't. So Aiir finds this one off the backboard himself. Still trying to find it, but Ken with a nice cut. This Air Raid team, Uncle Sam, a little bit awkward on the sidewall, leaves it for Styles. Styles finds the double off of the 50. Aiir finding this one out to mid. Styles maybe turning on this. He does cut it. Is anyone there for this team? Pen finding it.
We might have had a I don't know. Nathan, are you there? Okay, well, there it goes. We predicted it. Yellow Dog is out of commission for the time being. Unfortunately, at the worst time here in this intense game 5, but I'll be taking over maybe until Yellow Dog can join back. But for now, it'll just be me. But 2.5 minutes to go here between Zynrg and Air Raid. Zynrg just now 2.5 minutes away from being able to take down this Titan. Looks like we got Yellow Dog back.
Brutal.
One of those like jump scare cut video. It was funny, but anyways, it's game 5. It's an intense matchup here. 2 minutes left to go. Looks that's a great jump there by Silk, cutting this ball, that pass off at midfield. Styles popping this back. Pen is actually able there to get a great pop around 1, but Aiir looks to try and clear this out, but Pen just holding this midfield so well. Styles with a great touch into this blue corner. Silk able to handle it for now, but Uncle Sam's gonna pop this up the midfield. Aiir goes missing, but I'm American with a great touch. Aiir able to get another great beat, maybe looking for another, but not able to find it. And man, tied up 1-1 as this game 5 wanes down. This next goal is going to be really important here. Uncle Sam up off the backboard. Pen trying to find the angle. Squishy from Silk comes through to stay alive here in game 5.
Silk is just always there when you need him most. Not the hero you deserve, but the hero you want, or however the saying goes. I think it's the opposite, actually. I think it's the opposite, I'm not gonna lie. But he's just always there when his team needs him the most. Coming out of absolutely nowhere. Pendragon with a low boost in the corner here. Trying to take this one out. Uncle Sam with full boost on the back wall. Gets a decent 50 out to Pendragon. What can he do with this ball? Takes a slow touch, I like that, but maybe a little bit too slow. Silk was able to catch up with it. Did not find the second touch. Gets tripped up by Uncle Sam. Styles able to beat him out. Maybe gets a follow-up touch here if American doesn't get a good one, but he does get a nice controlled touch beat on Pen as well. Uncle Sam last back on defense here. What can he do? This one's out for Silk, but Styles gets back just in time.
I can tell you right now, if this Zynrg team scores, we are going to see some of the most hype reactions you've ever seen in the cams. And looks like they got some good momentum. Silk's there. trying to get a good double. 30 seconds to go. Uncle Sam trying to get a pot, but shut down by Kier. Styles going up. Oh, maybe fakes on him. I'm American. A bump does come out. Silk with a shot. But man, if that could have just been a demo instead of a bump, could have been good. Silk's gonna pop this into this orange corner. I'm American gonna now try and maybe follow us up. Patiently waiting on a touch from Uncle Sam. It's a great touch actually from Uncle Sam there, but Silk opts to just bang this ball. 10 seconds to go. A miss comes out from Penn. The net's open!
No way!
Striking back off of a catastrophic miss there from Penn. 6 seconds to go. Zynrg in the lead.
No way. That's how it ends. Well, it's not quite over yet. There's still 6 seconds left. But yet again, they're cheating to the right here. Does not get the kickoff they want. I'm American with a good touch to the corner. This one needs to be kept up by Uncle Sam here. Gets a nice first touch, but does not find it off the wall. And Zynrg with the absolute David versus Goliath. The pregame, I said the Goliath would win, but David comes out here with the slingshot. Oh my god. Zynrg with the upset of a century.
Wow, they do it, ladies and gentlemen. Zynrg taking down one of the only undefeated teams in Dcrl of Air Raid. Man, oh man, what a fun series. I did not think after that game 3 win from Air Raid that there was any chance of Zynrg coming back, but they do what I thought was impossible and come back. And man, that was a fun series. One of the most fun series I've casted in a while. And man, I'm glad we got to catch it here on stream. Zynrg taking it in 5. I get my prediction right, which was looks like my strategy pays off for once after a very long time. And man, dude, the people that put in Zynrg, the Zynrg believers in chat. Sorry, I just had a stroke. But the Zynrg believers in chat who put boost on them, they're gonna be happy here tonight. But man, that was just a fun series overall, Yellow Dog.
Yeah, for sure. And that all-important game 3, like you mentioned, that you think, Zynrg was not gonna be able to come back from, going from an OT, especially like that game 3 is so important in a 1-1 series. And the OT just really emphasizes that, and they do end up coming back from that 2-1 deficit, finding the 6 seconds left goal in game 5.
Yeah, no, it was electric all the way around. But looks like we're gonna go ahead and get these boys in, or we're not gonna have the Yellow Dog cam unfortunately, but that's okay. But go ahead and drag all of these boys in, and welcome to probably one of the best winners interviews you guys will have all season. You guys do what pretty much everybody thought was impossible. You take down one of the only undefeated only undefeated teams left in DCRL. And man, how are the vibes here tonight? How are you guys feeling after that win?
We're feeling great, obviously. Like you said it, he took down one of the only undefeated teams left. I don't know, late in the season, going into playoffs are pretty much the games that really only matter, in my opinion, with new teams forming every season. So we're catching our groove and it's going pretty good, I'd have to say.
Yeah, for sure. I remember some of the first series. I remember you guys maybe didn't look this good. I'm gonna put it out there, but I mean, towards the latter half of the season, I mean, you guys have really stepped it up. So much so that you're taking down one of the only undefeated teams. So definitely a late blooming team, but that's all that really matters. If you can play well going into playoffs, that's everybody makes playoffs, right? So I mean, that's all that really matters if you guys can play like this. I think with that win, you guys are going to be one of the favorites now going in. So you guys are now going to have a target on your backs after taking down one of the teams, and hopefully you guys are ready for the smoke.
Yeah, we're just trying to stay confident, stay consistent, and it's pretty much the game plan.
No, it's a good one, but I'll toss it over to you, Yellow Dog. You had a question for any of these boys?
Yeah, I mean, anyone can answer this, of course. But I mean, I mentioned it in the pregame. None of you guys were in Division B last year. Silk, I wasn't here when you last played, but I heard you were in here before, making your return back. I'm American. You came from Div C, and Kier coming all the way from Div D. How would you guys say that you guys have changed, like your game plan, or how have you guys changed, playing together since starting the season?
I mean, we haven't really changed. We're trying to lead or lean into each other's play styles more so. So kind of just have everybody playing where they're comfortable and just kind of fit in where we can. So yeah, I feel like the further we've gotten this season, the further we've gelled, the more you've been able to play like how we feel we can play on the regular. So yeah.
Love that. Absolutely love that. I got a question for you now, Kier. How has
Shout out.
I gotta ask you, is the toe mater strategy? I think I saw like 2 or 3 times in that series where you're just driving around backwards. Is that something that you'd normally do, or is that just like a a random thing that happens?
Wow, the most out-of-pocket question. No. No, I was just extremely awkward both times I did it, and it led to goals both times. So it is not something that I normally do.
It might be something you need to incorporate more, because like you said, it led to goals both times. So.
It's aura. It's aura. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to give a quick shout out to Sam, my USD teammate, because we do have a game in about 3 hours, so hopefully he's locked in for that, because he clearly was not locked in for this one.
Oh!
But other than that, very grateful to be in Division B. Clearly I can hang. I also want to give a quick shout out to Kicker, because he's in the chat. He texted me earlier today saying that he is putting all of his points, his channel points, on Sam's team. Ooh. And he said, no offense. And I just want to say, don't sleep on Zynrg. Shout out the boys. Love these two. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
Seems like MJ took it personal.
No, it's a lot of fun. But anyways, Yellow Dog, you got any questions before we pass this one back?
I mean, I got a pretty not Dcrl unrelated question, but does the Shiesty only come out for game day, or is that like a pretty common thing here?
Go check my Instagram post, Kieran_Perry. Go like it.
Right.
and it's featured in that. So thank you guys for always giving me a chance to shout myself out. I love it.
This guy.
All right. Well, anyways, guys, like I said, huge congratulations. I mean, you guys are coming in with some smoke now. Take down, like we've said a million times now, one of the only undefeated teams. So huge congratulations, and good luck with the rest of your games before playoffs.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thanks, man. Thanks for casting, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
All right. All right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it here for the first series of the night. That took a while. It was a game 5. So I'm not going to sit here and yap for too much longer. Just what a fantastic first series of the night. One of the most entertaining ones all season, in my opinion. And just, man, I couldn't be more thankful for the content more so. But anyways, Yellow Dog, thank you for hopping on with me for this first series of the night. I know I'm really talking to nobody right now on the stream, but
it's going senile.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you for hopping on with me once again, man.
Yeah, of course. I mean, unfortunate that I had to work on a project beforehand and my laptop died, but definitely fun hopping on here with you. Love casting, especially with you. Always a good time. Get back on the casting desk.
Wholesome. But anyways, like we said, don't got a lot of time here before the next series, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss it to a quick 10-minute intermission. We have a Division A matchup, so if you guys do want to check out some of the best of the best in Dcrl, duke it out here for the next series, please stick around for just 10 short minutes here. We're gonna try and get this one up ASAP Rocky, or maybe ASAP no Rocky. Is that what you said?
Yeah, earlier? ASAP no Rocky.
ASAP no Rocky. So please stick around. Thank you to everybody in the chat. I mean, I saw the chat going crazy during cool moments and stuff like that, and I always love the interaction there. So shout out to everybody